Hello everyone, I am PyroFalkon and this is Evil Genius 2. At the end of the last episode, we eliminated Deep 6, and we've got all of the loot up to this point, except maybe Poseidon's Trident. So, I did some searching between episodes. I could not find any hard information when that gets unlocked. However, the information I did look up, I have reason to believe it will show up eventually if we're actually doing some ocean missions. And I really don't care about running ocean schemes, so what I'm going to do is ignore it because I have a feeling it's not required for the achievement. If it is required for the achievement, I will work with that as we get there, but it definitely is not required now, so I am going to continue the MSQ as broken as my heart, because once I clear this notification that's driving me crazy. So let us go for that. Yeah.
It still smells of justice in here. Have the cleaners come and scrub again.
I can't smell anything.
It's all very well convincing them we are no longer a threat, but I can't stand their lingering stench. Is that lavender?
I'll get the cleaners back in, sir.
Like cheap hair products and too much cologne. Definitely justice. Have them scrub and scrub again.
I just realized I've had my volume setting correctly for the game this whole time. Well, I'm gonna have to fix that. Anyway, let's get to work. So the mission this time around is I need to kidnap 5 notable engineers, and once they are kidnapped, I can then run the research that I need. And Evil Genius being Evil Genius, there is 1 notable engineer in each region, and of course, like here we see, Olga is hanging out in the region where this one is, and X is hanging out in the region where this one is. So what I'm going to have to do... Okay, well, here comes Olga. Well, that's off the table. What I'm going to have to do is kind of work this a bit slowly so I don't draw too many super agents at me. So I got 2 of them. There's 1 here in Anvil that I'm scouting for. There's 1 here in Smash I'm scouting for. I'm going to wait until I get Olga out of here before I start messing with any of that, so I don't have to fight more than 1 super agents at a time.
I never met a party I didn't want to crash.
Okay, so Symmetry is here. I'm going to keep my eye on her. And, you know what? I'm going to detag this. I want to see if she'll actually leave without starting a fight with my people. Alright, there's Symmetry. Now, her little buddies have stolen... Damn it. I was going to say her little buddies stole the suit. So now she's been tagged. And so that gets everyone moving and triggered to get captured and shot. I really need to look up strategies for how to do this. There might be a super simple way to do this that I'm unaware of. I didn't even remember I had this zone tagged as a security zone, so I'm going to detag it, retag this one, and then next time Symmetry shows up, we can try that again.
New research has been completed.
The Doomsday device is repaired, a maintenance program devised, and our technicians can ensure its continued well-being. But the truth is, operating MIDAS is difficult. We need to bide our time and ensure that next time it operates perfectly.
The MIDAS device seems to be operating within normal parameters, sir. Nothing out of the ordinary.
That's what they said about me, you know. That I'd only ever be average. My inventions used to fail, you know.
I didn't know you were a scientist before you became a businessman.
Not many do. Despite my boasts, my abilities weren't up to scratch. Of course, I can trust you to keep my secret. What's the expression? Dead men tell no tales.
That was a surprisingly vulnerable moment from Max.
Everyone else, keep improving the machine. Keep building our organization. The day for domination will come.
Okay. So now I think we are up to Chapter 9, possibly. Yup, a whole bunch of loot popped, including Trident and True. Let's do that immediately, because that will... Whoops. Because if we do Trident and True, that will finish off everything from the Oceans campaign. Where the tits did it go? Oh, right there. A museum has contacted you, hoping to display a statue of Poseidon in your cover operation. They don't know what they've got their hands on, but you do. The legendary Trident of Poseidon. Do whatever it takes to get that statue into your lair.
Hi, me again. Just wondering if you'd made a decision about where to display your ancient Poseidon statue yet.
The museum wishes to make this choice carefully. We don't want to put the sea god in any old place.
We're not any old place. We're running a modern-day Versailles here. Also, my boss, really wants it.
Oh, very well. I'll be on a cruise ship out in the morning. I trust your casino will be in perfect order.
Of course. Our resort will be fit for Poseidon himself. I hope.
Okay, in order to display the Poseidon statue, your cover operation must be up to standard. Alright, so I need 100 more tiles. That's no big deal. I will just add some over here. The poor rock is going to get deleted again. But we're going to add some casino bits. That's enough. And we can keep going from there.
Dear me. I'd heard that this casino was of uncommon class, but the rumors don't really do it justice.
I don't know about that. We're just a humble luxury resort where nothing bad or sinister ever happens.
Good call, Valet. Those are the kind of butt coverings that I prefer.
Quite. Well, I think Poseidon's likeness will be right at home here. Now, where shall we put it?
Build it in the cover operation. Okay. Standard item rather than a trap. That's interesting.
Just got back from the land. The eggheads down there finally figured out how to activate the Trident's power.
Ugh. Gotta love synchronized animations.
Splendid. I've just come from brainwashing. The curators just signed the statue to us in perpetuity.
So now we've got a deadly magic statue that the boss will probably want to test on someone.
Nose goes.
Yes. Perhaps now would be a good time for you and I to take a lengthy break.
The Trident will be a formidable defense against your foes. Okay. So, although we've got more loot to work on, my researchers have nothing to do because we are to the point where we've got everything but the final items. So, we need to get a centrifuge, and to get a centrifuge, we need quantum solving, so I'm going to pick this one first. Your research department are claiming they... Wait a minute. I get a Wait, can I make a centrifuge now? Hold on a second. Yeah. Hold on. Wait. Oh my god, I can make a centrifuge now. Okay, never mind. Guess we'll just keep working on loot. I wish I had seen that before, because then I could have built it and everything would have been fine. Okay. Say my name. You are a little short on cash. You need a quicker solution than usual. Fortunately, a convenient solution seems to have presented itself.
Boss, I'm here to give you this letter that was outside your door.
I don't have time for that right now. Can't you see I'm trying to balance these books? This was a bad month.
That's the thing, boss. It's about your money.
Oh, let's see. A device to produce all the gold you could want, spun from mere straw, and all I require are a few of your minions. Interesting. You there, write this man a letter telling him that I accept.
Awesome. Okay, so while I do that, I'm also going to make some centrifuges, which will require a little redesign of the laboratory level, but that is what I need, because I think the centrifuge leads to the next diggy-do? Let me see. No. Okay, that's going to be a hot minute, but it will lead to the next power generator, which will be very helpful. And compact lockers, I'll be able to max out my minion count.
The memory of John Steele beats in many hearts, not one. Another will come for you.
Okay, Foxworth. So, we had a disaster hit the base. You can see from all of the candy bars that have been spilled in my hallways. Shit got bad. Also, you can see there's a bunch of missing things now. And let's not forget our minion management. We have 0 muscle minions. We have a couple deception minions. And basically no science minions. So what happened was, I have said numerous times with this game, I don't believe hard mode is hard. I don't think the game is very difficult. The problem, especially with the super agents, is not any individual super agent, but when they show up in a group. So I had to deal with Wrecking Bola at full strength, Olga at full strength, including having 5 excellent quality soldiers that I couldn't do anything about. And then one of the parasites showed up. So, because I had all of that hit me at once, and those, yeah, all of the just everything failed all at once. Who is this? Just take him out. Fuck him.
Since when must the boss take out the trash?
Yeah. Since all of that hit at once, I just absolutely couldn't do anything about it. Oh, and we don't even have any... incinerators. I wondered why no one was getting on the bodies. So... Oh, God. Was that a rocket launcher I just saw? Oh, boy. Yup, that is a rocket launcher as well. So, unfortunately, for the short term, we really can't do anything.
A henchman is in danger.
Alright, so these soldiers are great quality, yeah. So, the entire problem here is that we have so much going on. So, there we go. I'm trying to get Max involved. I know that's dangerous, but we need everyone helping out right now. So I'm just going to keep an eye on his health. I did not realize those incinerators went down, because that's not going to be helpful. So we're unfortunately going to have to risk being... we're going to have to risk being invaded by soldiers until I get all of this cleaned up. And this is going to take me a while, because it's not even just the bodies, although that's part of it, but it's also our manpower and then also getting the money to try to get all of our items back, because just about all of our weapons are gone. These are still here, but my reserve rack of sticks are gone. Like, it got bad, man. Everything got bad, as you can tell. So, I mean, when Max has to be a frontline fighter because I have no choice, something has gone wrong. So I'm going to detag a couple areas, because part of what happened there, part of what caused a lot of this, is we had people so deep in the base they were being auto-tagged for capture, but that takes longer than being auto-tagged to die. And by the time I caught all of this, just they had left too many bodies behind, and my poor minions were trying to follow their orders. So, unfortunately, this is what we're down to. Oh god, there's another one? I thought I got them all. Okay, there we go. So, for the moment, all I can do is try to clean this up and get my items back, get what I've got repaired. I guess Max can really use his train faster to help this part out too. I suppose I need to prioritize soldier minions for the moment, just because if I don't prioritize soldier minions, then when I inevitably am attacked again, which will be soon because of all these body bags and other bodies I'm leaving behind, I mean, we're going to have even more damage happen to us. So the henches need to recover. We need to get the bodies cleaned up. I need to get my manpower recovered, and then we should be okay. But this entire process is going to take, for me, a while, for you, a smash cut. And the smash cut will happen now, after these mid-roll ads. Once again, this furthers an example of just how dangerous Olga is. A few saboteurs are here as well, but it's just otherwise Olga and 5 excellent quality soldiers. And you can see how much damage she's doing just from the body counts that are wrapping up. I mean, yes, we got out of that a lot quicker than the last one, but it's Olga is by far the most dangerous because of those 5 excellent soldiers that she has.
Research has begun.
So that took a while, but we finally got the spinning wheel so we can spin straw into gold. And no cutscene on that, so let's do Too Darn Hot. Your layer's power usage is making the heat inside unbearable, but you won't turn on the air conditioning. What, are you made of money? I mean, kind of. Find a simpler solution to handle your heating problem.
Side story begun.
No cutscene, but we do have a new research project.
I haven't heard an update on the Hubbard Glacier dig in a while. What's the delay? The heat is deathly.
We've tried to cut around the Yeti, and it's just not working. It'll take more time to come up with a solution.
Forget the Yeti, just bring the ice here. I don't care what's frozen in it.
But boss, is it a good idea to bring this creature straight into our base? What if the ice melts?
That will never happen. And besides, you'll have bigger problems than a Yeti if you don't do what I say.
I mean, Max is right about that. Steal the Yeti and the ice on the world stage. Alright, so things are still a little sticky in the base, but it's under control now. We just kept having to deal with soldiers. Soldiers are even coming in now, so I'll have to keep my eye on that. We're also a little short on manpower again, but kind of in a good way. We have all of our specialists, just our specialists keep getting called out to the world stage to run missions. So we're just a little short on yellow shirts. Luckily, they're pretty cheap. And now the new loot item is secure in my lair. Okay, next up, Pharaoh is foul, foul is Pharaoh. Your minions are loyal, but not the hardiest. Seeking a way to fortify them against the ravages of time, you turn your sights on Egypt's own immortals, the mummies.
This month's minion casualties are unacceptable. A few dozen are fine, but I have a bottom line here.
Right? But like I said, good thing yellow shirts are cheap.
I've seen the numbers, and I think I have a solution. What do you know about Egyptian mummies?
I know everything, of course. But just for the sake of conversation, remind me.
Their preservation methods have allowed them to last millennia. We could study their techniques.
And use them to fortify my own minions. It's an excellent idea. I'm glad I thought of it.
Good job, Max.
Your scientists have discovered something.
That loot mission took friggin' forever. And I don't even remember what we were doing. Was that... Oh, it was the mummy sarcophagus. Oh. It takes so long to do that one, because you have to go to each area. Or I guess it just took a while for me, because I had to go to each area, and the super agents were on those missions, so I had to do a lot of wacky nonsense for that, so I didn't have too many super agents show up at the same time. Man, that just got bad. I hope I remember not to do that one the next time. I'm sort of planning with Zalika for my 5th run to really only do the missions I absolutely need. Sort of speed running it, but sort of not. Just, I mean, I haven't done one. I haven't done a run yet where it's even sort of speed running. So it might be kind of interesting to play that way. Anyway, so that's done. It's been 2 hours so far that I've been recording for only 20 minutes of content. It's been that exhausting to do that particular loot mission. Okay, so the next one is Wake Me Up Before You Dodo. The dodo is the most famous extinct animal since the dinosaurs, or so the story goes. Reports persist that some dodos are cunning enough to avoid notice. You should learn from that.
Side story begun.
And it looks like we are starting off with a research project.
I sent you to get me one of the rarest treasures in the world, a living dodo. So why don't I see it with you?
We did, boss. But you see, it escaped. Somewhere over the ocean. We don't know where.
It's a flightless bird!
I promise we're fixing it. New reports of dodo sightings are coming in all of the time. We'll find it.
You had better. Or else, when I do recapture it, I'll use you to line its cage.
Catch the dodo on the world stage. So 6 missions. I think this is going to be another situation where I'm going to have just way too much going on with all the super agents and everything. So I haven't yet tried to do a lure at this level, but I think I might have to start doing that with her, with Olga, so I don't hopefully have to deal with excellent quality soldiers. Yeah, whatever. Okay, where's the stupid dodo? Okay, I see one in Eastern Patriot, but I need biologists. Do I have biologists? I have 0 biologists. Wonder why they aren't getting trained. So this is going to be another long one. I just want to show you what I'm having to deal with here. To do Wake Me Up Before You Dodo, I have to catch the dodo on the world stage, and so I did one scheme to allow the rest of the schemes to show up, but they only appear one at a time. So there's one here in Eastern Anvil, but then there's no more on the world map until I get that done. So each individual mission is not that long. However, I have to upgrade the network, and then after running that mission, I have to go track down the next one, which may be more network juggling. And then I have to wait until I see it and then activate it. I can't just do all the different schemes all at once. Thank you, Eli. And then on top of that, because I don't have much of a presence in Hammer or Smash, if those two pop, almost certainly the super agents are going to show up.
A criminal network has been updated.
I got lucky there. Symmetry never showed up. So that's where I'm having problems, because if it, for example, shows up in Hammer, I'm going to then have to wait and deal with Olga. So for me, there's a lot of waiting around right now. There's probably a way around that. Like if I moved all of my operation to Hammer, then it would spread her out. So she may not cover the one zone I need. However, at least anecdotally, I have seen the super agents enough that I believe they move toward your main objectives. Whether you're going for the super agent or the main story quest or any loot quest, they are looking for a scheme on the world map that you need to do that has an objective, and then they want to camp out there. So, okay, so that one's done in Anvil. So the next one is, trying to look at the map. There it is, it's in Hammer. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to juggle this, and we're going to fully scout all of Hammer, but I'm not going to bother upgrading most of those. I will have to upgrade... Oh, I guess I won't have to upgrade this. It's already upgraded. So, I'm hoping that she moves, and then I can get this objective without having to deal with her. But since that objective is there, I kind of don't think she is going to move. I think she's going to wait there until I get there, which is just going to slow everything down.
A new criminal network has been established.
So we have Hammer fully covered. I'm going to try running some of the quickie missions. I'm going to see if that moves her off of that location, but I kind of don't think it's going to. I have a feeling she's going to stay there, because she just doesn't want to move from that location. I think it's because there is now a mission there. You know, a big mission. So, just for funsies, let's go ahead and upgrade these anyway. I will pull out of Patriot for now, or at least part of Patriot, to juggle my numbers a little bit. But I bet you she's not going to want to move from there. I say that, and she's moved. Okay, great. Let's do this one real quick before she moves back. So maybe that's the strategy. If I know that there's going to be an area I'm going to have to deal with, maybe I should open up new networks elsewhere to move them off. But, of course, having more networks would be helpful overall. What I'm really trying to do here... What is happening? Are you soldiers? No, you're investigators. Okay, that's fine. Can I get the... Oh, I can't get the Diggy-Doo until I get the science, and I can't get the science until I finish this. Ah! That's what I need to do. I need to get the Diggy... So the reason I haven't expanded my control room is because it's just going to be a waste of... Where are my capacitors? I'm sorry. Hold on a minute.
The scheme has succeeded.
I guess these were destroyed at some point and I just didn't realize it during the crisis time. Anyway, so I haven't wanted to upgrade my computer arrays or anything because I'm getting new ones eventually, and also I want to make this entire area, the entire lower floor, the control room, but I need the next level Diggy-Doo to do that. So I've kind of pincered myself, and that's a problem. So I guess after this loot mission, well, this is the last loot mission anyway that I've got at the moment. So after this loot mission, I need to get the last science person. Yeah, there's computer array. I need to get the last science person so I can start in on the Diggy-Doo, because that's where I'm just losing tons of time and plans. I suppose what I should have done is carve out more of this for a control room. Or even just maximize the space here, because I've got a lot of space over here I can get to. Because I think I can carve this out, right? Yeah, I can carve all that out. So I could expand the control room over here just temporarily. I mean, we've got the money. I do remember the game starts to pick up once I'm able to... Yeah, I mean, even with my playing style, the game really picks up when I have enough broadcast power that I can tap every region at once, but we're still a hot minute away from that.
Research has begun.
Finally! The new loot item is secure in my lair. Okay. So that's all of those for now. I'm gonna check the gallery here. Yeah, I mean, we've got a pretty decent amount. And we're out of time, or almost out of time. Let's do another wiki check. Well, it's a good thing I'm doing a wiki check, because I was incorrect about some of my assumptions. So we have the Dodo Educator, which unlocked on Chapter 9, so it must be Chapter 9 now. But we don't have the potion. We do have the egg. We do have the Hubbard... Do we have the egg? We have the Hubbard Slice. We don't have the magic carpet. So we've got a ways to go. So rather than check over every little thing here, I'm going to have to wait until the next episode. But at least with the DLC, the only thing we're missing is the induction chair for finishing off his Spectro. So when we start the next episode, I'm going to get the science minion first, because once I get him and I can get the final Diggy-Doo, I can finally do some better organization with my criminal networks, then I don't know what I'm going to do from there. I'll probably go loot piece by loot piece. Thank you all very much for watching. I will see you again tomorrow for another episode that hopefully isn't going to take 2 hours and 40 minutes to record. And I'm hungry.